Hey guys, New Game Club. New Game Club here. Today we're going to be exploring Ezekiel's little hidey hole.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, what's his name? Esquite. Whatever his name.
Esquie.
Yeah, I think it's Esquites.
He's Esquite. Yeah, let me just show corn on the screen. That's a Mexican corn meal or treat we have.
So corn is like this tube of food.
And then you untube it and you put it in a little cup.
Yeah, you
you
untube it. It's called shucking. So shucking is when you stab.
Wait, have you ever had a elote?
They don't have any of this over there. No, they don't have elotes in here.
Okay, so hear this shit. You get corn and you rub that shit down in mayo. Okay.
I don't like mayo.
So
it's so good.
Someone explained what it was on a TikTok video I saw, and I was like, "Oh my god, I never thought about it." But elote sounds disgusting, but it's so good.
Like a steamed corn on the cob, slather it in mayo, and then you twist it. And then as you're twisting it, you dump like Parmesan. It's a different cheese though.
It's a type of cheese, yeah. It's like
but Parmesan style, but like you just crumble it onto the mayo slathered corn, and then you get is it butter?
It looks like butter, like yellow, like.
Or is that more cheese? There's like
I don't think it's cheese.
A goo, a yellow goo. You apply it to this mixture, and then you just eat that.
And they put chili on it too.
And they can put chili on it. It's delicious.
It's one of the greatest street foods around, to be honest.
So welcome back to Elote Cast.
Where we talk about elotes all day, every day.
All day, every day. But now that we're wrapping that up, this is New Game Club. Video book game club. We're gonna play a game, and then we're gonna talk about it. And we're still talking about it because we played Clair Obscur, game I remembered. Expedition 33. Full spoilers ahead. We're gonna talk about story beats and all the stuff that happens, and we're actually towards the end of the first act, so major spoiler town. So play along at home if you wish. Or you can send us an email at newgameclubpod@gmail.com and let us know your thoughts.
Or just comment.
And leave a 5-star review. And if you want to leave a less than 5-star review, don't do that. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I'm Chris, your person, and these are other people with names.
I do have a name. Got letters. Yeah, it's Alfred.
All right.
Together they make the sound Alfred. Yeah.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm gonna leave all that fucking dead air in the edit. Last we were talking about it, we were just outside of Esquie's hole. I don't remember the name of the area.
That's definitely what it's called.
We're right outside his hole. We're trying to gain the ability to swim so we can get closer to the paintress. And I believe the last thing we left off was that we were just outside the hole. There was a gestural blocking the way, and we had to say a secret, foolproof password.
It's Esquie's nest. I just looked it up.
Esquie's nest. I like hole better. We're going with hole.
Do you guys remember the secret password?
Move, right? Or get out of my way, I think it was.
Get out of my way, screamed as loud as you possibly can.
Yeah, and then we offended the guard.
Yeah, so they have our main character, Gustav, do the code, because apparently he's the best at yelling, and he just straight yells at this guy, and then the guy's just like, oh, come on, man.
Which, okay, that is... So were we supposed to just whisper, like, get out of my way?
I think there was no password, and the chef just played a prank on this guy.
Yeah, if you talk to him again afterwards, he's like, she never told me what the password is.
Yeah, I remember that. So there is supposed to be a password.
Possibly?
So he's just the worst guard ever, because There's supposed to be a password. You're supposed to guard it. The first person that yells at you to move and you instantly move.
You're just like, okay. Well, he didn't mean at him.
Yeah, but this is the group of people who love to fight for fun. You think the guard would just be like, this guy just yelled at me. I'm gonna beat him up.
Maybe this
But
one's the
no.
soft boy.
They sent the
special
one.
soft boy that they used to guard this hole.
Why was it guarded, actually, if it just had
video game reasons?
I don't.
Did they say?
Mention?
Just to guard Esquie. Like,
but why?
They didn't want people going near him.
But why?
Unclear. Maybe just because he's so tough and they didn't want Jestrels to keep suiciding into him? I don't know.
My theory is just for the sake of being a video game and pointing fun at that. I have a touch point later that I think is pretty obvious. But yeah, and Gustav is like straight embarrassed that he had to do this to this man, and then it backfired entirely. Oh my gosh. Comedy gold. I actually wrote down in my notes, this game is memes and I love it. And I'm completely flipped to the other side. It's not bleak anymore. It's awesome. Going inside.
It's just funny. That's all it is. It's just a big meme. And I think, at least for me, one of the best things that has come from this game is, I mean, we don't really know the story too much at this point, but so I can't say all the story is in it, but the music is some of the better music I've heard in a long time. And I've been actively looking if they're gonna do like a live performance anywhere, and they are, but I think it's like not France or Germany somewhere. So I
not surprised.
Unfortunately, I can't attend that, but I have been hoping that they do a tour of the complete soundtrack of the game.
I could see that. They did that for Stardew.
Yeah, they just had it.
Tours still going on right now, I think.
Yeah,
I know they have two different ones.
My significant other went to it. Yeah, there's the seasons one, and then there's I guess non-season one. Season one's like 30 or an hour longer, an hour minute.
It's a single minute.
It's an hour minute longer. But yeah, so they do that, but I don't know how it'll work with this, just because this is it's like a whole big orchestra, and they have opera singers. I think she's an opera singer, the girl who sings the Clair, the main song, like Luminaire, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
With how popular the game is, I imagine they're going to do like a world tour at some point, but those things take time to organize.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Inside of Esquie's hole, it is really pretty. Like immediately, like there's all these like bright colors. I think there's a mime in there.
There is.
There's also not
right at the beginning.
Like a lot. Like it's pretty much just a straight path, right?
It's the smallest zone we've seen so far.
Yeah. I did run around the whole water anyway. Then.
Yeah, because you have the mime on the right side of when you enter the cave at like you're on a straight, like literally, it's a path that you have to follow, but you can jump off on the left and on the right. Right leads to the mime, left leads to a tunky or whatever I think it's referred to as again. Patank. And then from there you can just go straight, and then it eventually does loop around again to
which I think is another point for my video gaming theory. But yeah, it's really straight path. Unless there's anything I'm missing, it just kind of can walk right up to the end, right?
Yeah, you can just walk straight to Esquie. There's like no enemies around.
There's a Picto.
Esquie's nest. Who's gonna hang out and fuck with him?
It's gonna fuck with his hole.
Well, he's also like, isn't he supposed to be extremely powerful in that universe too?
1,000,000%. So Esquie, to describe, he's like a big balloon man. He's like if the Michelin tire man got overinflated but looked cool.
And was French.
But like not a. What's the accent? Do you read? I don't kind of hear it as a French accent.
Yeah, it's not really, but he does like drop French words.
Absolutely. Kind of like airy, right? Like he's like, oh, like it sounds
Yeah,
like it's very
Yeah.
very
because he's a big
bouncy
balloon
and
man, and he's all his
yeah,
air is
yeah.
coming out.
Which
Um,
another thing is he can seem to change his size also.
mhm.
He fluctuates size in the cutscene where you do meet him. So that's another thing to keep in mind.
So he floats in from outside, lands in a big an
Hot
Esquie
tub.
size hot tub.
Yeah. I like to
um,
picture he's free balling it under there too, under the water.
and it's pretty immediately implied that him and CL know each other in passing.
It
Yeah.
seems like he's the one who like rescued her from the attack at the very beginning.
But she doesn't
Like
know
she
him.
couldn't swim or something,
Well,
and
I mean, if she was panicking and not and you passed out or in shock or whatever, like she wouldn't know him, but he seems to recognize her.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I'm pretty
with
sure he rescued her.
with
It's
that
it's
though,
basically heavily implied.
um so she is kind of like distraught when he mentions her fear of like swimming. So I don't know where that came from. They probably are gonna explain it later. Because I don't think he says that like she was drowning or anything, but I think he mentioned water or swimming to her. So it makes me think she was attempting to swim. Maybe she got knocked out of the boat into the water. Maybe I don't know what happened,
Right? Because that to
but
me, I felt like that would have happened before the attack.
yeah, but maybe she got
If she
blown
was going to
back
be
or
in the
something.
water, that makes sense. Maybe she just can't
But
swim. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I like to picture she got blown back and fell face first with the rest of her body out of the water, but her
It's just
face was
like
in the water.
like a
She
foot
was
of
like,
water. She's just like,
yeah, um,
Uh,
but I think it is a known fact about her, at least for people who are very close to her. Because I think Gustav mentions like he kind of comforts or like kind of knows about her fear of her swimming also or water. I
mm,
guess you can't have a fear of swimming; you have a fear of water.
yeah,
no, I
yeah.
can swim. I just don't want to be near it. Um, but yeah, so Esquie, honestly, he's like my favorite character, at least so far. But I don't see anyone topping Esquie.
Gustav.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's just a cool
he's
dude.
just the coolest fucking dude.
He's cool and chill, but I think he might be a little too chill. Like he feels like an observer where it's like where you see like, oh, I'm all powerful and I'm seeing all this stuff happen, but you know what? It's not my job. It's not my place.
Does he mention that he's seen other expeditioners? I can't remember.
Yes, he never explicitly says they're an expeditioner. He's mentions his friend Verso.
Completely missed that. That's
He
good
Yeah.
mentioned,
info.
yeah, I don't remember, but
He-
you're right.
Um,
And then
I know
yeah.
there's a memory data thing you
Yes.
can find where
Yeah.
an expeditioner was advised to eat mushrooms from Esquie, but then the mushrooms killed him, and he was like, "God damn it, you're immortal, and your friend's immortal," or something like that.
Yeah, he's
Mm.
like Esky told him, "My friend eats these mushrooms," and then the dying expeditioner's like, "But he never mentioned his friend was immortal." So we know Esky has an immortal friend named Verso, but that's all we know
Oh,
at the moment.
okay. Yes, missed that entirely. Fuck, right over my head. If we weren't recording this, I would have gone the whole game without realizing that connection. Oh my
Oh.
god, interesting.
Uh, yeah, so we asked Esky for help, like, crossing the ocean
Mhm.
to get to the Paintress. And
Yeah.
he's like, I can't without Flory, my rock.
It's at this point that we realized that he has a crack problem. Because when you get to the rock, it's actually a big crack rock.
It's just a big crack rock, and the whole time you're talking to him, he's just scratching at his balloon appendages.
Yeah. And
Um,
he's like, if you get Flory back, I'll help you. And I'm like, all right, where is it? And he's like, Francois has her.
no,
Or,
no, no. He
His
says
neighbor.
he says my arch nemesis, the one known as Francois. Like I
oh,
think the camera
yes.
zooms in and everything.
Oh, yeah, on his face. But his face is like a mask. So,
Mhm.
like,
Hmm.
there's like no mouth or eye movement. So it like zooms in on a expressionless mask.
God damn,
Uh,
I was legit just laughing the entire time Esque's on screen.
yeah.
And then Gustav's like, oh, let me guess, that's in like another cave 100 miles away, and we gotta go get it. And there's gonna be a big monster hiding over it. And then he's like, no, he's right over there. God damn, Esquie which so my three things. I feel like this whole is just kind of poking fun at the concept of video games in general. Of like, now I have to do this task, and now you're telling me I have to go and do a million things to solve your problem before I can solve mine. And then
The Witcher problem, which is
yeah,
not a problem in Witcher because it's great, but yeah.
yeah, like if the game is good, it's not a problem. But I feel like it's just poking at just the concept of adventures in games.
Yeah,
The
go
sort of
find my
disconnect
10
of
sheep that got
yeah.
out, and they're right in front of him, just running around. Yeah.
um, he's the fucking I fucking love Escape forever.
See, I think he's cool, but I've never really liked that all powerful observer type of thing, because take the quest he gave us. He can easily go get that rock back himself. I mean, it was literally his next door neighbor, like in the same guarded cave. He is there. He could have easily got it back, and he just didn't.
The motivations of Esquie are a conundrum.
An enigma.
I guess so. You head over there, and you find, oh, is this Flory? It's a big rock, and then it turns out he's like, no, I'm a turtle, and then you say, hey, give us Flory, or he says he's gonna fight you to the death and not give you Flory. Did you guys see his attack move?
I can't remember.
Was it like an ice rock or something?
It's an ice thing.
Yeah.
And you know how every time you get any enemy attacks, it announces like what the type of attack is. Like goes for a multi attack, goes for a lunge. Francois' attack is the strongest ice attack ever, which I parried. I don't think I ever got hit by it, so I don't know how strong it actually is.
I think I got hit by it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
I
it killed
can't
me.
remember. I didn't struggle in his fights.
Not at all.
Yeah, but like he's completely like motionless. He
doesn't
like can't move. I'm
doesn't
pretty
move.
sure,
Yeah,
and
he's
like
a
the
rock,
characters
basically.
like
Yeah,
point.
he's a turtle rock.
Yeah, and the characters are like, okay, like, 'cause, like he threatens like to come get us or
Yeah,
something, and
after
they're
you beat
like,
him.
oh no.
Something like you made an enemy or something, right? Like it's like he's basically telling us we screwed up. Which
What
I think it'd be hilarious if we see him later and he like stands up and he's like some big super buff guy. That would just be great.
Or I was gonna say if you see him later and he's just very slowly coming towards you, immortal snail style.
What would you guys do in that situation? Would you take the money and have the immortal snail just follow you around?
Yes, what? I'm not a stupid person. It's a snail. Like
But don't
you wouldn't spend your whole life running. Like you just travel to fucking like France for like a year, not even a year, like honestly years. And you're like, okay, there's the snail. All right, I'm gonna fly back to America and spend another 10 years over there. Like,
yeah,
that's
but
all you would have to do.
think about you're in France for a year, you're eating a croissant, and then you're just like you're not thinking about it, and you're not gonna notice the snail coming up behind you while you're eating, and it just touches you and you die
It's
instantly.
How
so
fast do you think the snail would move?
yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
You have
I
to.
know it's not gonna move fast,
It moves at
but
snail space.
at some point you're gonna let your guard down, and you may lose track of how long you've been somewhere, and it will find you. And eventually you're not going to want to move around every time. You're going to find a place to settle, and it will get there, and it will not stop following you.
I mean, statistically, or like just for the nature of human beings, I do feel like you will get complacent for sure. But you gotta just do some math. Be like, okay, this is how fast the snail travels. This is how far I'm gonna go. So this is how like long I can stay there before it's a problem.
Yeah, but I also think none of us are that good at math to calculate how
I
long it
I have
would
a
take a
million
snail.
dollars. I'll pay a man to do math for me.
It's not hard math. Like
How
how
long
fast
will
does
it take
snail
a
move?
snail to get to me if I'm this far away? Might be a little hard. There's a lot of conditions that can add to like different
Well,
times.
no, because it's the
But
immortal snail. The whole bit is he doesn't stop. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't
did
rest.
you say $1 million?
I
That
think
is
it's
not enough money to always be looking past behind you and seeing there's a fucking snail.
$1 billion.
Well, it's the it follows thing, right? It follows.
Yeah, but it follows
It's
a sad instead of
why
a,
is it
a
sad?
shitty snail.
You have sex. It's not
No,
sad.
okay. The implication. Okay, this is way off, but the implication for it follows I took is that all these ghost peoples are like sexual assault victims in some way, and that's why they're all like naked or like I think one's like peeing itself because they're all like they're ghosts that are the victims of that. So that's why they're like haunting other people that have
I
sex
don't
because they
think
hate
that
it.
is because at one point the guy's mom is. It just takes the shape of the guy's mom.
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, it's you should remember it because she goes inside and she sees his mom riding him. So I feel like you should remember that scene.
Well, I mean, I don't remember what the mom looks like
But it was the
say
mom. He
that
opened
it's
the
the
like
same
and says, "Hey,
person.
mom," and she jumps on him, and so it took the form of the mom. But obviously, that everyone kind of puts the whole thing that it's STD. That's what it is. It's an
Yeah, that is.
STD that goes from person to person.
Yeah.
I like to think that those people that it's just a force that like a unstoppable force that's gonna.
$1 billion for an STD. I mean,
Okay, so if it's $1 billion and it's a snail, probably yeah.
Yeah,
um,
that's. I don't
uh,
think you could spend $1 billion.
no.
Plus, the snail will never stop chasing you. Why don't you just put it in an unbreakable box? It could just keep going. It'll just keep going in
Exactly.
circles.
Well,
It's not a super snail. It can't like
it's a,
fly through something.
that's outside of the spirit of the question, though.
Well,
I put the snail in jail. I frame him for
for
I
the
put him on,
murder.
he's on the Epstein list.
Just a snail on the
Oh.
list.
All right, Francois.
Did you guys notice Francois's room is surrounded? He has a bunch of Esquie statues.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That makes me wonder: did Esquie put them there to fuck with them, or is Francois secretly in love with Esquie?
Oh no.
Or was that just another room? Because that's Esquie's nest. Was it just another room in his nest, and then that thing came? Is like,
No, I
fuck,
think
this
I
is
think
my
it says
place
like that's
now.
where he lives.
Well, yeah, because what he was like, I just
Yeah.
came. This is my spot now. I found it.
But I just they're fucking they're arguing. You're just standing there, and he's like, "Stop sending people over here! Like, give me back my rock."
Give me
Yeah.
back my rock.
Yeah. Yeah, Esky is just chilling in his hot tub, yelling from the other room, back and forth with Francois.
God damn, Esquie's the best.
Yeah, and then so we learned that Francois doesn't have Lori. He hid it somewhere.
He was gonna fight you to the death for a rock he doesn't fucking have. Is it implied? I took it as like it's over there. I never even had it. I just told you I had it to fuck.
I can't remember.
That's kind of the vibe I got. But yeah, so it turns out the rock is in a place, a mountain you have to climb 100 miles away, and you have to go grab it. So does Esquie join you at this point? He does, right?
Yes, because you need him to traverse the
Right,
over the
because he breaks the
thing.
big rocks.
He kind of like
Yeah.
flies out of the thing, I recall.
Mm-hmm. And then it turns out Esquie is the mount.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's on everything is memes. This game is amazing. There's no more bleakness. It's perfect.
Oh.
I read somewhere that it's supposed to be a pun on Montesquieu, because I believe Montez is French for like mounting, so it's like you can't Montesquieu or something like. Is there some kind of joke there? I feel like it's a stretch, especially because the spelling of Montesquieu and Esquie, or I think there's an I in there that's not in there for Montesquieu. So I'm not French enough to know if that's a joke, but that's what I read. But yeah, you all jump on Esquie, I guess, on the overworld map, and he fucking dashes through all the rocks. Did you guys explore everything before you climbed the mountain?
No.
So there's a bunch of different areas that he can break rocks to get into.
Oh yeah.
Basically, the only thing on the other side of him is a record for camp.
Near the water, right?
There's a bunch of them. There's a good handful of them, yeah. And you go in. I was thinking it's gonna be like a mini dungeon or something, but it legit is just a tiny place. There might be an enemy in there. I can't recall. And then you just get a record, and then that's it. It's like one. It's not even. I don't think even it's more than a static like scene that your characters are walking through. You just pick up a record and you leave. But yeah, so that came to, for me, classic RPG greatness is all the characters follow you. There's an overworld. Now there's a mount. The only thing missing is there's not like JRPG victory dances every time you win a fight. Yeah,
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, like that.
yeah,
Just- yeah, doing your
like,
pose.
hmm
Yeah, they only have like cool gritty guy poses.
yeah. Or is it always a pose, or is it kind of like based on just how you were standing at the time?
I think
I
it's a
can't
pose.
recall.
I can't remember.
Oh,
Think
this
yeah.
is not your mom and dad's RPG trip. So just know
Yeah,
that going into it, everyone.
but that's I mean that's Esquie's whole. After that, you pretty much it's you climb up the
Yeah, there's
mountain,
not
right?
much to it.
Mm.
Um,
So, yeah, go to look for Flory at the Stone Wave Cliffs.
I have this written down in my notes, but I don't remember where this quote is from. I take bad notes. I have those who know not that they are not. Who says that? Someone says that.
No idea.
So I don't know if we've talked about it. There's like faceless children. I don't know if it's the same child
Yeah, we did.
or if it's a different children. They mentioned that they knew the paintress, they're friends with the paintress, but she's acting crazy now. That child might have said that.
We also haven't really talked about. I think we mentioned maybe that there are some non-painted
We touched
characters
on
in the
it, but
world.
yeah, there's a good number of Nevrons that are like kind of white,
I think by this point there's been 3.
and they all like request they want something, and then you give it to them, and they'll give you a picto, I believe it is.
A little backstory too, and like they'll kind of
Yeah, and
release a
usually
little bit of
there's
like
something they
the
talk about,
yeah.
but they're like chill for some reason.
Yeah, so right when you go to enter Stonewave Cliffs, you get a cutscene, Mael's Nightmare. There's not really any dialogue, it's just like trippy nightmare scenes.
Yeah, I think the night. I mean, I think that scene wasn't needed. I think it kind of just slowed it down. But I guess it's kind of showing and dealing with like showing what she's dealing with and how her fears and things like that. But
I mean, I feel like it's visions, right, from the
Yeah,
Gary
because
Oldman.
there is people in these nightmares that Mael doesn't know.
Yeah, that's more than just scariness.
Yeah, it
yeah,
starts off, it looks like a nightmare about the gommage that just happens. And then it turns into a mysterious man stabbing a mysterious woman. This mysterious man, who we later learn is Verso.
I have no memory of it. God
Yeah,
damn.
and the woman he stabbed, like, it's all black and white.
mhm,
I'm looking at it now. Can't really see her well. She kind of looks like she might be Mael or the, like, masked woman that's
which
with
is
the other
definitely not
guy.
Mael.
So my theory is that they're the same person in some way. For
Yeah,
some reason, this person's spirit got split,
Yeah.
and my
Yeah, and then right after Verso stabs her, it shows the monolith with 100 on it, and then it cuts to the woman with the mask on it. So
mhm.
probably her.
Does Mael?
what
I
if
know
Miles the
she's a,
paintress?
well, that was the whole thing I
That's
thought, but I think that's also too. That's too like obvious. I feel because
yeah.
if I thought that as my first thing, then I feel like it's too obvious.
Well, my first thing
Uh,
was time travel.
I
Yeah.
did think that too, but for sure I thought that she was a paintress, like in some weird like time thing was happening there. But
or just her soul split for some reason.
maybe, but also like let's just say that like another theory I've kind of thought of is we know that she's an orphan, that Mael's an orphan because her parents are gone. Did
Yes.
they go on expedition or did they get gommage? I don't
One or the
remember.
other. I don't
Yeah,
think they mention.
Because what if they went on expedition and then they banged and they had a kid, and then that kid
an expedition.
that kid is that girl in that world who she isn't the paintress, but she's another character that's pretty pivotal because they look so identical.
I can see that. Like they're related, not the same person though.
Mhm.
This is just an idea I've just come up with. Maybe the timeline math doesn't work out. But if Mael's parents were like on Expedition Zero and came back.
Oh, they had a kid out there, came back here. But why is she an orphan now? Just because they got gomaged? Because Zero, oh yeah, because Zero, that would,
I
yeah.
would, yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought of this. It
Well-
might not work out timeline-wise,
Because that was
and they don't really
60
mention anything about it. Yeah,
60
Mile
some years ago?
is currently 16.
So she would be like 13, 14. No, because the Gamage is like, or they leave for a little bit and they came back. Did they say how long it took Expedition
Wait,
Zero
no,
to come
yeah,
back?
no, that does not work at all.
Yeah,
And be like 60 fucking years.
Oh,
no.
yeah, Zero was like the first one, though, yeah.
Yeah, no, that, yeah, does not work at all.
Well, there's delayed pregnancies, I think. Yeah, delayed. Yeah.
They got there's
Or
Gamaji stuff going on. They got delayed.
128
or maybe
month
Miles'
pregnancy.
grandparents went on Expedition Zero. I don't know.
That one would still
Well,
That might work out.
yeah.
With the masked girl, though, I kind of get the feeling that they're not aging. The people.
No,
that they go with.
especially because
So,
that
Verso does explicitly say that at the end.
Okay.
But some of them stopped aging.
Well, before we get to Verso too much,
Yeah.
so we climb the mountain. It's a climb. We're going from place to place. It's got really rocky, like in those weird like hexagonal rocks, right? In a lot of areas.
Yeah.
Stonewall Cliffs.
There's a giant Ferris wheel, and then CL's like, oh, I bet people had dates in there. And then Gustav's like, no, you idiot, that was a car.
And that no,
that
actually
was a
no,
boat,
they
you stupid ass.
didn't she say like that's where people used to have dates? Like that was like what they've.
No, I think
like
she
they've
sees
heard.
it. She's like, oh, look at those cars. Like, I wonder what people did in those little cars. Like, I wonder
Yeah,
how
'cause-
people like would have dates in there. And Gustav's like, no, you idiot, that was a
damn.
boat one time.
See, I
And then
remember that differently. I remember it like
I'm
them
also
saying,
paraphrasing a
"Oh,
little bit.
I think because Mael was wondering about it, and I think CL said told her that's where people used to go on dates and stuff like that, and that's when Gustav jumped in. But
Really?
I could have swore I remember because that's what made me think like, oh, this is not like this is like their work. This was us, like the Earth before, because it shares a lot of similarities, and they even have stories about, oh, this is what they used to do back in the day.
Rewatching the cutscenes as we're talking. I found your quote, Chris.
Oh yeah, let's do it now, and I'll edit it. I'll put it back over there. Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. But tell me, I'm curious.
Yeah. So right after Miles' nightmare, we cut to camp. Have we said Renor's name? I can't remember. The mysterious man who attacked us on the boat, and the mysterious masked woman. They're just creepily watching Miles sleep. It's
Okay, I remember that.
yeah. So what is her? So Renard, he's
Gary Oldman.
yeah, Gary Oldman. Oh, he doesn't say anything. So the masked woman says, while like walking towards and looking at Mael, says, "I envy them, those who can't see, those who know not that they are not."
So I'm wondering if this immortality is enlightening them in some way.
The way
just
they talk to Mael seems like they know
Connection.
stuff about her that she doesn't know. So like maybe like some kind of reincarnation thing is going on.
I can see that.
Or maybe talking about the fact that they know they're all gonna die and they don't know they're dead yet.
Okay. Her next line.
Be more of a connection than just that. Than just.
I mean, because what's the quote? It's, I envy those that that sleep and I watch them.
You guys have
I
never...
envy them, those who can't see, those who know not that they are not. And that she says more.
It does sound menacing.
It does.
Have you guys never played Xenoblade Chronicles, right?
No. Not a nerd.
Because they you don't have 100 hours to kill. There's another kind of like separation of soul, and there's like you fight God at the end of it. Spoilers. But then
Yeah,
I don't want
classic
to spoil.
JRPG.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, there's another splitting of souls in that game. I feel like I'm seeing some of those kind of bones here. I don't think it's exactly that, but I can't help but feel it. It has to be more than just menacing for menacing's sake.
Well, what if
Yeah.
we aren't really a thing? Like, what if the Patriots? This is her entire world. Even we are, and that's why we think she's here and messing us up. When in reality, we are nothing but just a figment of what she put out there. And
That tracks with the whole they're enlightened because they know that everything's fake.
Mhm.
So is it just the Matrix? Is that what this is?
It's just the greatest story ever told.
Wait,
The
sorry.
Matrix.
It's the Paint Tricks.
Dun, dun, dun.
No.
Boo! Boo!
Oh.
You're gonna say something, Tiff?
Yeah, so the masked woman's her next line. And those who live blithe and free, sins forgotten and thus absolved.
I'm 100% Paint Tricks now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because maybe that's why they're trying to stop us from getting to the Paintress. If she dies, everything in the world dies because she is creating the entire world.
I will say, if we're just talking about like story writing stuff, it's more whack if the answer is it was all a dream of this one character than it would be if all this one character is all the characters.
I would love that if in the end she wakes up, Maya wakes up, and it's like, oh, gotta go to school now.
Gotta go to French school. Here I go.
That was
Wahoo!
the greatest ending of all time.
God.
It's Twilight all over again. Just a dream. It's just a vision.
Oh my god. Is there anything else with that scene or with this area?
Yeah, she has like a whole monologue here.
I think it's worth quoting. It feels like a big deal.
No, they probably put it in for no reason.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a fun thing to do. Yeah, I do think we do not have enough info to kind of go off
of course,
to see what's going to happen, and that's
really
obviously done by design. But a big part of me feels like, what if we're just kind of big braining this when it's just like super simple, like just what they've told us. I know that we've literally been telling you from the beginning, this is it. we're just overthinking the whole plot.
Oh, you don't remember when the game started? And then Maya was like, hey, Gustav, don't forget to jack in. And then she puts a thing in the back of your neck.
Don't forget a gommage.
I feel like this is one of these games that, like, replaying it and seeing the story while knowing everything, you'll notice a lot of things.
I can see that.
Or what if the gommage is them unjacking it? Like they're leaving that world and going into the world that is now,
So instead of jacking on, they'd be jacking off.
Yeah, they're jacking off. What if that's the whole thing? Like the gommage is she's like, she's done with you in this world.
They're being awakened.
You go back. You go back into the regular world. But it wouldn't really explain why. What's his name is like 1,000 years old. The guy with the cane.
I mean, wasn't that the thing in the Matrix though? That one guy thought the Matrix was cool and he wanted to stay in it.
Yeah. So they got to the Paintress Expedition 0, found out the truth, whatever the truth may be, and now are protecting, or not protecting, but stopping people from getting to the Paintress because they don't understand. So yeah, we're in the new area now. Let's go back to
Gustav's like, shut up, that's a boat. And then you find a data cube that says, yeah, we tried to make this boat and it sucked.
Yeah, so this area, I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't like the enemies in it.
They're like chess pieces. You don't like the chess piece guys?
Oh, you know what?
Looked cool. Yeah.
I think had a really hard time with it, Tiff, because I hated it, but because it was just, you would hit them and no damage would happen. Because with these enemies, what happens with them is they give themselves shields, and you need to drop those shields before you do direct damage to them. So I, as a parrier, where I parry everything, drop those shields relatively quickly. You, as a dodger, must have had a horrible time.
Mayel has an ability
this
that
area.
I
started literally sprinting past every single enemy. I would like go out of my way to dodge them.
Oh
And if I
wow.
couldn't, I ran away from fights. It was awful.
I
Yeah,
Because,
this is a
like,
rough area for
my
you.
best way to break their shields was to shoot them. It was,
This is valid.
I mean,
It
yeah,
is valid. I use
that's a
that for the
valid move.
boss.
yeah.
Mile has an
But, like,
ability that just destroys shields like completely. I don't know if you guys
See, I
unlocked
didn't
it.
know that.
yeah, I didn't really, like, experiment with equipping new abilities
Oh,
much.
you got to do
Yeah.
that. You got to play the game.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like sticking to like the basic ones to till I got into like a groove and like figured things out.
so I wonder
And
if I was over leveled. I have no problem with this at all. I was like 2 turns, like I parried everything on the first try, like fighting the queen thingies. Like they basically never even hit me. And I think one of their moves hurts themselves to power up their sword too. So I had like no problems. That's crazy.
Yeah, one of their moves, I think they like stab
Before we get off
themselves.
today, I'm curious. I want everyone to jump on and see what our levels are, where we stopped at.
okay, I'm looking at my recording. When I
Hmm.
beat the boss, all of my characters are level 19.
Oh, I don't think I'm level 19 at all.
I wrote that down. We'll come back to that.
I don't think I'm.
Um,
I gotta want to check.
yeah, I didn't have any problems with this area. That's crazy. Like it was just like 2 enemy types too, wasn't it? The knights,
No, I
and then
think there
there was like the flying spice
There's
guy.
those like flying ones, but like they did
guy.
something weird.
I
I
shot
can't
him.
remember
I shot him
what.
twice and they died. They never got a turn.
There was a lot of the
I think
reused
it was
rock
like
ones.
when you hit them, they give their friends shields or something.
Maybe that sounds right.
It was pissing me off.
Yeah, there was the big guy who gives the shields to everyone. There was the smaller
That
rock
guy
guys that
was
have like
like,
the cylinder. Those
Oh,
guys were super easy.
the dog guys. I thought of them like dogs.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
barks
those guys
right here.
super easy.
Yeah, those were nothing.
But no, the guys who gave themselves a bunch of shields were definitely annoying. But they weren't
It's
like
interesting.
horrible. But I can see why they were extremely bad for someone who's a more of a dodge player.
Yeah, I was
That was
thinking about this over the week. I feel. I mean, again, if you can't parry, you can't parry. It is what it is. But I was thinking just in terms of the dodge is meant to teach you how to parry. But I have this. I feel like if you only rely on dodge and like, okay, I nailed the timing of the dodge, I'll start parrying. I feel like it's more likely to teach you a bad habit as far as timing goes, because you have
yeah,
this
probably.
time where it's okay,
yeah.
time where it's perfect, versus the parry is just it always has to be perfect, and then you get used to being perfect.
Yeah, I definitely get the concept behind that teaching you how to do this. But you guys know because we play some competitive games with each other. I believe doing the easier thing, which is like quick play and stuff like that, hurts the player more than helps them because you're not really learning playing against harder people. You're learning bad habits. So giving you such an easy thing with the dodging to try to teach you how to parry, which is way more precise and harder, I feel like it's not really a good kind of like because you go from here mastering this and you try to parry, you're probably gonna like fall flat on your face.
It's almost like you'd have to learn a new timing since you're not used to it.
It's gonna hurt you. You just
I,
honestly you just
I've
have to take the hits for a while until you learn how to do those parries.
Probably.
I've always said if you learn how to do something the hard way, then the normal way becomes the easy way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that.
And so that's basically it, right? Like right after there's some more just level, and then we're at the boss pretty much, right?
So there's a little mini boss in this area. It's like a big like black shadow that has like a sword. It's in the caves. You go down the hole in the cave and
Okay. Yeah, I did get lost in that area.
yeah, there's a big hole and there's like a mini boss.
I can't remember anything about him, but I remember being down there. Did you
Let's
guys
see.
find there's a statue of the paintress? They comment on that.
Okay, just for fun, I just checked my
Spent a
levels. I'm
lot
in
of
game right
time
now.
running around. I don't really.
Avoiding.
Yeah, I remember finding a bunch of things. I don't remember what I found.
So I'm in level right. I'm in game right now, and Loon is my lowest, but I'm 20, and then she's my 19. So this area, there was
Since we're here, I
parts.
guess I'll do it too. Go ahead.
There were parts I didn't like. There's a certain part where it kind of splits off, and it goes into where I think the final boss of the section is. and then it goes off onto like it's a bunch of houses and a bunch. I didn't know because usually you could tell like which way is like, hey, this is the way where the game.
Yeah.
I could not tell where the game wanted me to go, so
Where
I
you
would.
have to climb the side wall, right?
I think that's where it was at.
Right
But
before you go to the hole. I got lost there for like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got
okay.
lost here, and like I thought I was going the wrong way, but it was the right way, so I had to go back to explore the wrong way.
Yeah, that's exactly. What, I would go back and forth, like, no, this it has to be. And then I go back that way. He's like, no, this doesn't feel like it. So I go back. It was just, and then it ends up looping around either way and brings you back to where you need to go. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, this area just like annoyed me, like from the enemies to like.
Okay. I will say then, yeah, that did irritate me.
But that seems to be this game.
I was also like trying to rush because it was like a little bit before we were first gonna record. So
that is all. I did do that a lot too because I did kind of fall behind a little bit when I was replaying to catch up to where we were. So it got to a point where I was rushing past a lot of enemies and I didn't do as much of the map overworld as I wanted to.
Which, just as a side for this podcast, it's something I do want to avoid. I want you guys to experience the games how you would experience them so we can talk about them how you experience them. I always hate when it's like, oh yeah, I played on easy mode so I can experience the story more. But then they critique it like, oh, it was really easy when I was playing it. It's like, well, you played on easy mode. Of course the combat wasn't good. Like, you didn't experience it how you were supposed to because you were trying to rush for the podcast.
Water's wet.
Yeah, I probably would have rushed a little bit less, but I think I would like finish it up like the day before we were gonna record.
Jeez, I definitely would have explored. I
procrastinate everything.
I get full disclosure, I guess. I don't think I've talked about it, and I'll talk about it here, and I won't pop it in later. But so we started playing this a long time ago in prep of trying to record a podcast, and then we like in preparation, like, hey, let's just do the whole first act. It's fine. And now we're on episode 4, still talking about the first act. So
yeah.
In future episodes, for anyone who wants to play along, we'll probably play shorter segments and then talk about it. And I think it'll be more easier to play along at home, and then we can kind of talk about it as it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned that a while ago that you didn't know you could equip. You can equip shit.
So this is the area where I discovered it. I was going in and out of that. I want to say the first cave where you go in and you have to find those little rocks. And I was just going in and out of there trying to find where I was supposed to go for a bit. And then I go to the fireplace or the fire, and I start just messing with my characters. You know, I need to like min-max some stuff. I realize, yeah, you do get, the game didn't lie. You get passives for your pictos when you use them enough. And then you can put those passives on anyone. It doesn't have to be on the person who's used that picto. And I was like, okay. So so now I'm using passives at this point. So before this, for people who don't remember, I wasn't really using healing spell. I wasn't using healing items. I wasn't using any passive abilities. I was just raw dogging this game for a long time on the hardest.
Hard difficulty.
I feel like the game was raw dogging you.
Yeah, I was definitely getting raw dog.
And that is why you read tooltips and tutorials.
They do explicitly stop the game to tell you, hey, do this.
Yes.
I also took.
That's why I was using them the whole time.
So we started in July. I was playing this game way before, and I stopped because when we decided, hey, we're gonna start recording, I stopped playing the game completely.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already playing it passively as it was with my busy schedule. I was like once every couple weeks, and then we completely stopped to wait for this, and then I started playing again, and I was like, oh man, I am lost. But that's why I had to replay it, and then I was like,
you can heal.
Well, they did tell you can heal, but I was like, what if you waste them? I don't want to wait. I gotta save these.
No, I mean, yeah, that is very common with JRPGs. Like, I'll end up at the last boss with fucking 100 high potions for no reason, and then by that point, the potion doesn't heal enough to be even useful. So it's like, why do I have these?
But also think about it. Think about my mindset. I have 3 of these healing potions, and I have not found another one in the entire game. So I can't use these potions.
Yeah, that's how this differs from most like JRPGs. The item usage is more Dark Souls than a classic JRPG.
I will say games like Breath of the Wild, I feel like taught me to get into the habit of they give it to you, just fucking use it. Like, why are you saving it? You're playing
See,
the
that's
game,
the
use
thing.
it.
Breath of the Wild, that was my biggest thing with it. I hate having a weapon. It's like, this is cool. And then it
Everyone
breaks.
talks about that, and they're like, "Well, it broke." But it's like you're gonna get another one. Killing the guy you're killing will give you one. Even like you're gonna get one.
Yeah, but if I
Maybe
find
yeah.
a
Like I'm gonna save certain weapons for specific moments because like weapons are good if you're wet, or weapons are good for specific moments. But for the most part, you're gonna get a new one. So fuck it.
I guess for me
I
who
don't
likes to collect
like.
things, I don't like that.
Yeah, like I like to
That's
collect
crazy.
like, oh, I got this cool new weapon. Oh, this is really cool and fun to use, and just the idea of it ever breaking, just like, why?
And it
That's
breaks really
crazy.
fast, Tiff. Like really fast. Like
Depending.
within like 5 minutes, you'll break your weapon and fighting with it.
I'm replaying on master mode and everything's at the beginning at least everything's fucking so fucking hard.
Yeah,
like
I think that's
like you
why the
can't.
Master Sword that one doesn't break, right? It's like dull or something.
Yeah, it runs out of battery and you have to let it recharge.
I
Um,
don't.
Yeah,
I think that might even be worse, like, because it just feels like an artificial limitation.
keep in mind it's
to
his
that.
sword, his amazing, awesome, cool sword that he's had in almost every game.
Yeah, like every other Zelda game, it's just like, oh, I've got the Master
Hmm.
Sword, and you just use it.
And in this game, it's like, oh yeah, you already that's enough Master Sword. If you want to get more Master Sword, $5.99, please.
But you
Or
just
just
wait. You just wait a little bit and use a different weapon. I don't know.
no.
It's
Why do I have to play a game where
for
I'm gonna
me.
wait to use the weapon I want to use? What the hell?
For me, it's about resourcefulness. It's not if you can't just run into situations and go hack and slash crazy balls. You have to be like, okay, this is the I know these weapons are gonna break in this fight. I'm gonna use this and this and this. I'm gonna use these potions and try to do everything I can to give myself an advantage because at some point this is gonna be a problem. That's the way I look at it, especially on master mode. Like again, another tangent, but playing through my first playthrough, I never used any potions, and then on master mode, you basically have to use potions to have an advantage on the fights.
Yeah, yeah. I also don't like
Um,
playing that game just because it makes me question my sexuality when you get to the desert.
oh yeah, you have to cross dress, and
That's
Link looks
yeah.
interesting.
I was like, that looks fun. Also, Link sexy?
Question mark? Question mark?
Question mark. Yeah. Um,
So
but
yeah, but
where were we that when we were talking about Link being
I think we're
sexy?
pretty much at the boss fight at this point, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
using potions that you didn't want to use them.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's always been me in games. I think that was me also in like the big tangent we went off right now. Like what's that zombie game? With you're the reporter, Dead Rising, I
Dead
think.
Rising.
Yeah, just those type of things where I feel like I have expendable items. I don't like to use them. It might be my anxiety that thinking I'm gonna have to use it later. I need it for this, but I
Yep.
just don't like that. So that's
That's interesting. Yeah, you just got to get over that hump and just realize you're gonna get
I
another one.
can't. What's it called? Well, in other games when you have loot, it's called loot fear. You don't because you don't want to lose your loot. But I don't think
Mm,
it'd be called that in this because this is a little different. Gear
usable
fear, I
items,
guess you could call
weapons.
it gear
Yeah,
fear.
I can see that.
But yeah, I ended up figuring out I can do that, which helped a lot because if I didn't go into the boss fight with passives or healing, probably would have been a lot harder.
Ha! Nice one, Alfredo. Hey, it's me, Chris from the future. We thought this was going to be our shortest episode. Ended up, we started talking a lot about theories about what might be coming next or what, the secret hidden thing is. So yeah, it got kind of long, so I'm unable to make my voice sound like a normal human to hide that. So that I'm going to essentially cut this in half, and we'll just have to see what happens next time. Thanks for hanging out. As we always say here, men trip not on mountains, they stumble on stones.